Welcome. I'll start right at 10. Okay. Hi, I'm Teresa Zuvela. I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I've been doing this work for over 25 years, and I am the founder and creator of Woodland Pathways Model for women who are exactly where you are now, learning about your nervous system. Before anything else, your camera can be off, and it can stay off unless you turn it on. No one can see you unless you turn your camera on. You don't have to say a word. You can cry, you can get up, you can walk around, or you can lie on the floor. This is just the kind of room where you can just be you. I want to tell you what the next 75 minutes are. This is not a lecture about trauma. We're actually going to do 4 things, and I'm going to explain in plain language why your body won't settle and calm. I'm going to give you the 3 states you've been cycling through so you can name which one you're in. Then we're going to do one practice together live, and that's the part you'll take home and use tonight. And at the end, I'll show you where this fits in the larger path. One more thing, and I mean it, this is education, it's not therapy, and it's not a substitute for your own care. If at any point today something gets too big, you have my permission to close the laptop. That's not failing, that's your nervous system telling you the truth. And listening to it is the whole point of what I'm about to teach you. So in the chat, I want you to write one word, just one. What is your body doing right now as you sit here? Could be racing, numb, tight, nothing, but just put one word in. Okay, racing, numb, tight, braced. Hold on to those words. In about 20 minutes, we're going to know exactly what each one of them means. You are not broken. You are responding correctly. These are recognition moments. Betrayal is first a nervous system event. Before it's a marriage, before it's a decision, before it's anything, you have to figure out your body registered danger. And it was right, something was dangerous. The person your nervous system had filed under safe, the one it stopped scanning years ago because it didn't have to, turned out to be the source of the threat. That's why this doesn't feel like other hard things. Your body doesn't have a category for this danger. So it does the only thing it knows how to do. It stays on, it continues to scan, and it won't let you calm. So you wake at 3 in the morning with your heart already going. Before your eyes are even open, you read the same text 14 times, looking for all the lies. You check his phone, and you hate yourself for checking, and you check it again. Your chest is braced like you're about to be hit, And some days you go cold and flat and you can't feel anything at all. And that one scares you the most. Here's what I need you to hear. Not one of those is a sign that something is wrong with you. Every single one is a sign your body is doing its job. The racing, the checking, the bracing, the 3 a.m. That's a nervous system that correctly detects danger and has not been given any reason to believe the danger is over. You are not broken. You are responding correctly. The problem is that nobody ever taught you how to read your body's signals or what to do with them. That's it. That's the actual gap. And that's fixable, which is more than I can say for most of what you're dealing with right now. Your nervous system has 3 settings. You've been cycling through all 3 since the day you found out, probably several times a day, and nobody handed you a map. So here's the map. The first one is revved. This is your body with the gas pedal down. Your heart rate's going fast. Your jaw is clenched. You can't sit still. You can't stop moving. This is where the obsessive thinking lives, the loop. The same 4 questions circling and never landing. What really happened? Did he really love her? Was I not enough? Revved is also where rage lives and where the checking lives. Here's what Revved is actually trying to do. It's trying to get you to certainty. It thinks if it can just gather enough information, you will be safe. That's why you can't think your way out of it. It's not a thinking problem. Your body is hunting. The second one is shutdown. This is the one that frightens women the most and the one nobody warns you about. Flat, numb, far away, like you're watching your own life from across the room. Can't get off the couch, can't cry, and you want to cry, and it won't come. Some of you have thought, what is wrong with me that I don't feel anything? I'm telling you, nothing is wrong with you. Shutdown is normal and is what a nervous system does when revved has been running too long. And the system is out of fuel. It's not a weakness, it's a circuit breaker. It's your body protecting you from a level of alarm it cannot sustain. And it usually comes right after a stretch of revved. So if you had a hard few days and now you feel like nothing, that's not backsliding. That is the pattern. The third one is settled. Not happy, not fixed, not over it, settled. Settled is a state where you can hear something without your chest going tight. It's where you can be in the room with another person and actually be with them. Where you can think in a straight line long enough to finish a thought. Maybe some of you have had 10 minutes of it in the last month and probably didn't notice because it doesn't announce itself. This is the state where every good decision you will ever make gets made, and it's the only one of the 3 that you can deliberately move towards, which is what we're about to do. So, the words you put in the chat 20 minutes ago, racing, numb, tight, now you know which state each one of those is. It's not a small thing. Once you can name it, you can stop being run by it, because the naming itself is your thinking brain coming back online. We're going to do this together right now. It takes about 90 seconds, and you can do it in a parking lot, in a bathroom, at work, or at 3 in the morning without waking anyone up. Eyes open. I want your eyes open the whole entire time. Closing them sends some nervous system bodies in the wrong direction, and we don't want to do that today. If at any point this is too much, just stop. Look at something ordinary. Come back when you want to, or don't. Nothing about the rest of the hour depends on it. Put both feet flat on the floor. Feel the floor pushing back. Now, without moving your head much, let your eyes go where they want. Look around the room. You're actually in a room that has a corner in the ceiling over there. It has a door frame. There's something over there on the shelf. Let your eyes land on 3 ordinary things. Now, let your head turn slowly towards one side all the way. Let the eyes lead and the head follows. And let's go back through the center to the other side slowly. And return to the center. Now let's do the breath. Take a breath in through your nose, then take a second small sip of air on top of it. And then a little more in. And let it go out through your mouth long and slow. Longer going out than coming in. Again, go in, a small sip more, and a long out. One more, in, more, and out. Now, just stop working at breathing and just sit for a moment and notice whatever your body is doing. There's no right answer. Some of you feel a small drop in intensity. Some of you feel more, not less, because your body finally got permission to have a feeling. Both are fine and both are information. Is anything different? In the chat, go ahead and write anything. Or if there wasn't anything that changed, write that. Or if there was nothing, write that. Feel free to use whatever words make sense to you. Oh, somebody said nothing changed. I want to name that because it matters. Nothing changing is not a failure of practice, and it's not a failure of yours. A system that's been running fast and hot for months doesn't drop on the first try. It takes repetition, and what it responds to is doing it when you don't need it, not just at 3 a.m. when you're desperate. Oh, others have said they felt calmer. One person said that nothing changed at all. All of that is okay. Just notice. Here's why this exercise works in one sentence. Turning your head and looking around tells your body it's allowed to check the room. And finding nothing dangerous is data. And a long exhale is the one lever you have. Direct, voluntary access to that talks straight to the part of your nervous system that decides whether you're safe. You're not calming yourself down, you're signaling safety. There's a difference, and the difference is why this works, when just relax never did. What we just did is the first stage of the Woodland Pathways model. It's called Stabilize, and it's the ground everything else stands on. There are 5 stages. Stabilize is calming the nervous system, which creates safety. Then clarify, sorting truth from confusion. Name what happened accurately and without softening it. Then reclaim, rebuild self-trust. Start living from your own knowing instead of someone else's expectations. Then integrate, make meaning, carry forward what's true and right, and leave behind what was never yours at all. And then live well, living a life that is actually yours. They're in that order for a reason, and here's the reason. Right now, people are asking you what you're going to do. Maybe your mother, your friend. Other people have already decided what you should do, and you feel enormous pressure to answer. Do not make permanent decisions from a temporary nervous system state. Calm is a boundary choice. Whatever you decide about your life, that's your decision. And I'm not going to tell you, and neither should anyone else, you should deserve to make it from a settled body. A decision made from revved isn't your decision. It's your alarm system's decision. And a decision made from shutdown isn't a decision at all. It's collapse. Stabilize is first, not because the decision doesn't matter, because it matters so much that you deserve to actually be present for it. Calm is a boundary choice. Sometimes that boundary is with a person. Sometimes it's with a timeline someone else set for you. Two things, and then I'll take questions. First, everyone who registered gets the replay. It's coming to your inbox and you don't have to do anything. Second, this is the only thing I'll ask of you today. I write something called the Sunday letter. It goes out once a week. It's not a newsletter, and I'm not selling anything in it. It's one thing worth knowing, written for exactly the woman who showed up here this morning. If today was useful, that's how you keep getting it. If you registered for this workshop, you're already on it. You don't have to do anything at all. If you want out of the letter, the Sunday letter, there's an unsubscribe in every one, and I will never hold it against you. That's the gift for attending. No countdown, no act now. That's not how Calm works. So I'm going to take questions from chat. Okay. Someone asked, should I stay or should I leave? And to be honest, I'm not going to answer that. And I'd be suspicious of anyone who would. What I'll say is whatever you decide it from a settled body rather than one activated or revved. That's a work in front of you first. Another person disclosed something hard in the chat. Thank you for putting that there. I'm not able to give you individual guidance here. That's what a therapist in your own state is for. What I can tell you is that what you're describing makes a lot of sense given what your body has been through. Okay, another one is asking whether they can work with me. My clinical practice is Washington State only. The workshops, the model, the writing is open to anyone, anywhere, and you never have to be anyone's client. Oh, someone is suggesting that they're in real crisis. I want to point you to the screen, and if you need help right now, call 911. You can text home to 741-741, or you can call 911. Sometimes I get asked a lot, how long does the healing process take? And honestly, I have to say it takes as long as it takes. I can't tell you the answer to that because the answer to that is actually in your nervous system. Working with a therapist, working with a coach, is how you're going to move through this. And as long as somebody is paying attention to your nervous system and what's happening in it, that is going to determine how long it takes. And that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next workshop. Calm is a boundary choice. You are not broken. You're responding correctly to something that actually happened to you. You have 3 states, and now you can name them. And you have one practice: feet, eyes, long exhale out, that you can do tonight at 3 a.m. when the heart is racing and it wakes you up before you're awake. Do it in the middle of the night, and do it tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon. You can do it whenever you need it because that's when it's actually training. Calm is a boundary choice. This is one of them. Thank you for coming. The replay is on its way. I'll see you on the next second Friday of the month. Take care. Bye.